Eleni Georges is a food blogger who posts Greek Cypriot recipes on her platform, My Family's Food Diary. Most importantly, she also shares the traditions and memories behind them. Eleni joins me all the way from Melbourne to chat all about it. Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Good. Thank you so much for taking the time out to speak with me today.
Thank you for the invitation. It's exciting.
So when did your love of food and cooking begin?
I think since I could remember, I've always been in the kitchen. From young, being with my mom, I love being, with her, next to her, learning how to cook things, help her cut, potatoes or carrots or anything. My mom used to sell Cypriot food in Cyprus, so she used to make it at home. We make coupes. I don't know if you know what that is. It's like a wheat encased with mince inside. So that was one of the popular things that she would make, and I would always be there to help her and things like that. But my mum passed away when I was 12. So since then, I guess I was always in the kitchen experimenting myself and just trying to learn more things by myself. My dad would always eat everything I would cook, so luckily that was good. He wouldn't complain, which I was very thankful. And I would always call my aunties to ask them recipes, like for avgolemono, for example, avgolemoni soup, keftaraki, lots of, So since young, I've always been in the kitchen,
Well, I know that you started My Family's Food Diary from encouragement from friends and family, and it's where you share Greek Cypriot recipes and family food inspiration. Tell us a little bit more about how you started it and that whole journey.
It feels like it was a journey, really. Such a cliche when you say it, but it was really a journey. It was lots of up and down. Every day was very different. I remember I was on maternity leave with my second daughter, and I just started posting photos of my food, and then my friends sort of encouraged me, why don't you just share more of your recipes? So I ended up dedicating my Instagram page on that. And then soon enough, I just realized that I probably needed a website, which I had no idea what to do. So a lot of YouTube videos later, I sort of started learning things by myself. And then, of course, there's the photography side of things, which requires a lot. I started with my phone, and then I got a camera, so a whole new sort of section over there. And yeah, like it's been, I'll keep learning as I go. I keep learning. So from the beginning, just building up as I go, and asking for help as much as I could, I guess. So now I've got the website, Facebook, Instagram, where people can get recipes. So yeah, it's great. It's really good.
Well, your page is absolutely beautiful, and it's amazing how all of this is self-taught, and you've built an entire community just around food as well. So that's pretty incredible.
No, it's really special to see. And I think we've made some connections. A lot of other Greek Cypriot and other cultures, food bloggers are so connected. Everyone's helping each other, and it's such a beautiful community. Everyone's really amazing. Definitely.
Well, speaking of community, sharing recipes with others is about making memories, right? It's not just about food, and it's about passing it down to the next generation as well. So I want to know, what inspires you the most when it comes to the community and the family aspect of food?
I think it's a lot to do with, I think, the community. So when I first started sharing, I was sharing a lot of mixed recipes. So recipes just from any Cypriot, but also any other sort of inspirations that I had. And a lot of the traditional recipes were getting so much more attention, and people wanted to know more and more about it. So without me realizing, it sort of ended up becoming more of a focus, which I love anyway. It was great. And it's really nice to see the younger generation really wanting to learn more about where they come from, the traditional recipes. And a lot of them haven't had the chance to be taught by their mothers or grandmothers, if they've passed away, for example. So a lot of them are seeking for those recipes, which is fantastic. And actually today, can I read a message that I got from Instagram? So today, with this beautiful lady, she's made 2 of my recipes this week. And then she messaged me today. She said, you have genuinely helped me give me confidence in the kitchen since I moved away from home. you've made what was once a really difficult thing for me really easy, and I'm super grateful. So it was just really nice. Yeah, I don't know, sort of get messages like that, and you're like, you know, that's definitely what inspires me to keep going. You know, it does take a lot of time to recipe testings and take photos and upload and, you know, all the whole process. But I just, messages like that and people actually making my recipes definitely inspires me to keep going. And of course my daughters, I mean, they love the food, so the more they eat it, the more I'll be cooking.
So Eleni, how would you describe Cypriot cuisine to people who don't know about it?
I guess so. Cyprus has had many sort of occupants over the years. We've had the Venetians, Ottomans, the British sort of took over Cyprus for a long time. So it's had a lot of influences as far as the type of dishes that we usually eat now. And of course, geographically, it's in the Mediterranean Sea. It's close to Greece. So I guess a lot of people would associate it with Greek food, but also Lebanese food, for example, because that's close as well. We do have very common dishes with Greece. For example, we've got yemista, the stuffed vegetables as well. But I think the Greeks sort of tend to do it just with rice and herbs, whereas we like to eat it with minced meat in the mixture as well. The other example, I guess, is your pastitsio, the pasta bake that you make, the Greeks make with beef mince, whereas we'll make it with pork mince and we'll add mint. So a lot of sort of common type of dishes with Greece, but with a bit of variation in them. Yeah.
Well, I've learned a lot about Cypriot food just from following your page. One of the things I love as well is the use of yogurt.
Yes, everything. Every dish is with a yogurt. My daughter's actually demanded on the table now, so there's no more yogurt with everything. Yeah.
Well, I know that you share everything from side dishes to sweets and a variety of main dishes on your site. What are some of your go-to recipes, especially when, you know, it's a really busy day and you don't have that much time?
I think I would say I love my tray bakes. I have a whole section on the blog with tray bakes. I just love easy one pot sort of dishes where I don't have much cleaning to do. And a lot of the times, because I'm a teacher, I'm a high school teacher. So then, you know, coming home after a long day, and like anyone else, you want something quick to make. So I usually prepare things from the night before, if it's marinating chicken, and then all I have to do on the day is, you know, cook it. So I'll make it with spanakorizo, like spinach rice on the bottom of the tray, then top the chicken, and so the rice sort of gets that flavor from the chicken. It's all delicious. Or just chicken roast with potatoes, you know, things like that. Kids love legumes. Luckily, I'm so thankful they love legumes, so that's a quick one to make as well. Or like you said, with yogurt, I usually make burkuri, which is like a bulgur, a fluffy, with salad and yogurt, always.
Nice. And what about when you have a ton of time? What do you like to make?
Oh, anything slow cooked. Anything slow cooked, like lamb, slow cooked for hours. Just simple flavors, but yeah, anything slow cooked, I love. Or baking, bread, yeah, lots of that, pastries. Yeah.
Nice. And I have to know, what is your ultimate Cypriot comfort food?
My favorite is afelia, which is pork marinated in red wine and coriander seeds. That's my favorite Cypriot food. Absolutely, like, give me that any day and I'll be happy.
So Eleni, I have to know, what's next for My Family's Food Diary? What do you have planned?
Oh, okay. So, look, I've been very lucky, very, very lucky this past 3 years to sort of have connected with amazing people, and I've had lots of opportunities so far. Soon, there will be an announcement on a huge collaboration with 18 other Greek ladies, which we've met online through, you know, Instagram. I can't wait to show you, but we're just waiting to get out of lockdown at the moment in Melbourne. So once we get out, we'll know more details, you know, what's going to happen. And also with the photography part of it, I was so lucky recently to be hired from the Ministry of Tourism in Cyprus to photograph photos for them for their marketing displays and marketing on their website and things like that. So I was very lucky to have developed the photography part of it. And I love it. It's been a really nice, I guess, hobby on the side, which I've learned a lot about. So hopefully one day I'll be able to photograph my own cookbook, hopefully,
Nice.
but we'll see.
Well, I'd love to see it. Eleni, thank you so much for joining me on the show.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure.
And to keep up with Eleni's culinary journey, head over to @myfamiliesfooddiary on Instagram and Facebook.